I want to tell you something that most creators will never say out loud. I don't leave my losses in by accident. I do it on purpose. Not because it looks good or it's because it's brave, and it's definitely not because of it's YouTube's algorithm. No, I leave my losses in because removing them would break the experiment. And if you're still here right now, this video probably isn't for you if you want just the best highlights. Now, most content online is edited to protect the creator. The mistakes get cut out, awkward moments disappear, silence gets trimmed down to nothing. And then what you're left with is a version of someone that never really existed. That's not lying in like an obvious way. It's lying by omission. When you only see the wins, the positive, you start believing that this progress is clean, that discipline is smooth, that control looks confident all the time. It doesn't. The first time I considered cutting a loss, there was a moment early on, and there was nothing dramatic. There was no yelling, there was no meltdown. It was just a quiet failure. I sat there longer than I wanted to. I didn't say anything clever, didn't recover quickly, and my first instinct was simple. This doesn't need to be in the video. That instinct was the whole problem. Leaving your failures or losses changes how you behave. Not on camera, but in your head. When you know mistakes won't appear, you stop rushing, right? You stop explaining. You stop performing your damage control. You start sitting with things longer that is comfortable. And that's where the real work happens. The pressure doesn't come from chat. It comes from knowing you can't escape yourself. Some of the most important moments on this channel have no dialogue, no jokes, no anger, narration, just silence. The silence makes people uncomfortable, including me. But the silence tells the truth faster than words ever would. You can't posture in silence. You can't spin a narrative. You either stay or you leave. I chose to stay. Now, this isn't about being hard on myself, or it's not about being honest, right? There's a huge difference. Punishment is loud, honesty is quiet. Punishment performs, honesty documents it. I don't want you to see me at my best. I want you to see what happens when there's nowhere for me to hide. Now, if you're watching this channel expecting clean arcs and perfect execution, you're gonna be disappointed. That's intentional. This experiment only works if the losses stay, because control doesn't come from pretending you don't fail. It comes from facing it every time without editing away. That's why the losses stay on purpose. This isn't content. This isn't documentation. This is the Cybrdan Experiment.
This is the Cybrdan Experiment.